Hello. Uh, so this is I wanted to play this because it's a game I haven't uh played or seen really. So yeah, I'm also going like I will continue the BioShock series, but you know, I just wanted to do this. Uh, interesting place to start a game. Oh, move
A
mouse.
lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Move.
Someone
Is
had
it
put up a
fenced?
chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
Oh, okay.
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Whoa. Okay. That house looks very structurally stable
I lived here until I was
and cool.
11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Half the rooms of that big of a house is probably a lot of rooms. Cool mailbox.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Ah, and yet none of them are open.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Huh. So Milton missing. Mother did.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Oh, that's cool. Hello. Oh, goodbye.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Whoosh. Whoa.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
That's so cool. Cheer. Nice little garden thing.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
I mean, it is pretty, like... I should probably go in the front door. It's all overgrown. Why is there a ramp? I mean, like, accessibility. Which one of the family members
I
needed
hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Ah, thing.
Looking in, I felt like
Cool.
the house itself had been waiting for me.
So we are supposed to go in through the back, the garage door. Or side door. Oh. Yeah, that works.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Oh.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Why'd you leave with just everything left here? I mean, I'd want to buy this house. It looks cool.
For the first time in years.
Okay. Edie, Dawn, Lewis, Milton, Edith. So, those are each of the siblings. Okay. Oh wait.
I felt like I was home.
Okay. They left in January 2010. When does this game take place? I don't know.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Books. A fancy oven. Very fancy. Oh.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Oh my. So many books.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
What happened?
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Oh. Wait. Okay, so...
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
So not all of those hooks were for the siblings? Because
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
There's so many books here.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
After it sank. What? Close to the ocean. Did it landslide into the ocean? Ooh, violins. Well, that one's a violin, that one's another one that I don't remember the name of. All I remember is that they're different. Barbara Finch. Bubs.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Oh, I like the music. Bigfoot. That looks like Bigfoot. Basement.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh. Well, then where does he go?
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
No. How do those shelves work? If you take a book from here, then it'll like all slide down. I guess if you're careful about it. What is this? Why is it like insulated
Edie
foam?
told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
This is a small library. What do you mean they're buried in it? Oh, I clicked M. So Milton and Lewis are the Edith's siblings. Edie's here. And then, what was the other one that... I forgot what the other one that was on the hooks. Wait, no, I'm trying to go back. Okay. Oh. Ooh, I like the carvings in the...
After Milton
What?
disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Sorry, kids. No. No going into your rooms. Molly. 1937 to 1947. 10? 10.
Molly always seemed
Why?
like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Why did she die at 10? I mean, 30s, 40s. Great Depression?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Oh.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
There's like nothing here. I don't want to touch the thing yet because I want to go other places. Sven and Edie. Sven Hofstad Finch, 1915-1964. Edie, 1917 to 2010. The year we left? Huh. Why'd Sven
The last
die?
time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Oh. So our character's named after great-grandmother. Or just grandmother? No, great-grandmother. Calvin, 1950 to 1961.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Wait. I hope that doesn't mean his body was there? 1976 to 1977. One?
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
You know, looking into a room that says that a child died at 1 is disturbing, but the most disturbing thing here is that there's carpeted flooring in a bathroom. Why? Also, why would it... Gregory. But it's just a bathroom. Oh. That was a while ago, so they probably converted it into a bathroom. My friend Bigfoot. Oh. Oh.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Ah, child star or something? Oh.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
I mean, there looks like there's a lot of floors.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
The one that sank into the ocean? Barbara, 1944 to 1960.
Barbara was a child
Whoa.
star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Aye. Okay. Now we can go to... Whoa. Start walking up the stairs. Never's in here.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Lewis. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Oh.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Milton. Cat. Oh.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Is Molly's room?
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Oh. Such a nice little room.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Oh. Happened to the gerbil. I mean, owl. Oh, there's a little map. It's like, painted on the table. Oh? Her own diary.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen.
What?
It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
What? What's in here?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Okay, hold on. The chat. Can we go out?
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
So that's Edie. You sent your child to bed without food, but they're already starving. No, we can't. Where's the gerbil?
The gerbil food was dry, but
Oh.
I didn't mind it.
How many times has the parent just sent them to bed with no food to be this hungry? No. Right? No. You can't. Oh no. No, I don't
I
want.
thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Yeah, don't. No. Oh.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, jeez. No. How? Are these like decorational berries?
I ate a lot of things that night.
No, they seem real. A reasonable parent wouldn't just leave
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
poisonous berries around a child's room, right?
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
Oh.
I reached out for her.
Even wait, that is not locked enough. No, no, no. Wait.
And suddenly, I was a cat.
What was in those berries? Oh.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I mean, I don't want to get the bird, but this is fun. Wait. Oh, no, no. Oh, okay.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Wee. Bah. Wait. Wee.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating. I gobbled her up,
Oh.
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Oh. Oh.
Rabbits.
I mean, oh jeez.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Okay.
A mama rabbit.
But why?
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
We gotta get to water.
Yeah.
Forget cow
I
tipping,
rolled
go-
off the
go
cliff
shark
and
tipping.
into the ocean. Now, I
Whoa.
was hungrier than ever.
What animal is this?
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Oh. More seal.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
See, this is what happens when you don't feed your child. They start fantasizing about being very hungry animals.
I grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Okay, this is not an octopus. What is this?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Whoa. How far can we go? We're not that.
I
Oh, we're
was
eating
big,
people.
but I moved real quiet.
Oh no. Whoa.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly with a rusty belly with
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Okay. Oh, it's a toilet. Oh, this is her room.
I got closer and closer. All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Ugh. That was the day she died, so I guess it was the berries?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Wait, there's Molly the kitten. That porch looks
This will be obvious
stable.
later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Oh. But Edie kind of caused that. Like,
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
okay.
Louis died a week before we left, but
Oh.
Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Her room was like a museum.
Odin, the first one.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Family curse.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Just put a house on a boat.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Well, that's the statue we saw. So Sven
His
built
daughter
the
Edie is
house.
already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. Oh. Oh, our
Whatever's
gloves
wrong
are
with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Ingeborg. Huh. Can't look through the other side. Built in 1937, Sven Finch.
Edie gave a big interview about
Oh,
a
man.
mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Went a family day out to Druid World.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
When
Okay.
Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oh. Oh. I'm assuming the curse is people just dying.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Yeah. Kinda looks like coral.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
It was a pretty big trace.
This was said to be Gregory's room. Are we not going to get any Gregory? There's a secret room in this bathroom by Sven and Edie Finch. Oh wait, there we go.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
I didn't know I was going to do that. Oh,
Sven gave Sam
Photography.
an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Sam was the photographer. Calvin Finch, born 1950, died 1951. I think that's what that is. Swing. Okay. Milton. Which is This is Fort Calvin and Sam. So Sam, oh. To command center. Oh. So very like huntery and then very spacey. Oh.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him.
Oh.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Calvin 19. Wait, no, I didn't read it. 1950 to 1961, not 50.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch.
Oh.
The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh. Are we playing as Calvin? I see. Oh, we're swinging.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Oh.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming!
But that day,
How is
he
watching this
finally
giving me
made up his mind to
some
do it.
joy?
I told him going around was impossible.
Going around?
Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe
How
if the
is-
wind hadn't picked up,
Let's see. Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up.
then
Oh.
maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Oh.
I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
He's like a daredevil. Look at his legs all.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
No. So like, Calvin wanted to go to space, so he wanted to fly, and then that happened. Molly has the little cat ears, so guess that was like Halloween, because she said Halloween was, I
After
guess,
the
a little
funeral,
bit ago.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Edie, you're kind of now responsible, slightly, a little bit, just a little
Mom
bit
said
for
Grandpa Sam enlisted
two
at 18
children.
and never set foot in the room again.
Oh. She was at least definitely at fault for Molly's death. You let your child starve, and then, don't, and then put, I'm assuming poisonous hallucinatory berries in their room. Not the best. Calvin's is a little less, I don't know. Was she not looking outside or something?
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh, we can just open this up. That's nice. Boom. We're going into Barbara's room. No one explored all the secret places.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Well, I mean, it looks like she was. What's that? Oh no, I don't want to go back in. Sorry. I did not want to go back in. Oh no. Why am I stuck? Okay. Penelope's Diner. Guessing that's where she worked after America forgot. Oh. That's very old. Oh, cigarettes. And possibly beer. Barb Street.
I never thought about
comic
how
book.
hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Afterwards, what? Oh, the not being a child star. The dreadful stories.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Oh, do I have to read it?
Old
Or-
Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
A comic book was made about a person's death.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
What?
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
This
So
family.
Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Oh no.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
20 minutes.
So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Right on cue. We're not even.
She reached for the music box,
Oh, I'm playing this now. Oh, I love the comic
and
style.
as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, I have to I have to. Okay. Not the.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Where's my crutch? Oh. What the?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh, we're supposed to hit him.
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was
Jeez.
just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
Huh.
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
Oh.
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah!
What?
Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
obviously we know that Barbara's gonna die. Oh.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Yes.
And he was. He couldn't get enough.
Okay.
Barbara.
This
Okay,
way.
Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Yeah, the secret.
Right. She played her part beautifully.
Who the hell made this comic? Out the window. Out the window.
She
Right?
thought about abandoning Walter,
Oh,
but just
no.
couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges
Bang him.
groaned.
Bonk. Crack. Ha!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Where's Walter? Oh my god, I am going so slowly. I have to put my eyes off of him. Of course.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
But why? Hey, the door is boarded up
At the door, she heard whispering. It was
She's gonna die
coming
from a
from
heart
inside the house.
or something. Coming from
Oh dear.
Bravo, Barbara!
You were wonderful.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself,
Of
but
course.
I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night.
Ah,
And
nice.
little Walter?
Amazing.
Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard.
Oh.
But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her.
Huh?
Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Did jeez. Who would make a comic like that?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
I guess. Oh, we're gonna see Walter 2005. So we would have, I guess we were 6. Edith was 6 when he died. I think it's saved. There's no save option, so I'm going to hopefully assume it's saved there. I really like it so far. I don't know how, I mean, we're getting through people pretty fast, if that's everything. So I don't know how many episodes it'll be, but I do kind of want to do longer ones because I really like it. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah. See ya.